name's Alex Meyerhoff. I'm the City Manager of Hemet. I'm glad to speak with you today, and I have our Fire Chief, Scott Brown. Chief Brown's going to talk to us a little bit about the challenges that Hemet Fire Department faces. Hi, Chief. How are you?
I'm doing great. On behalf of the men and women of the Hemet Fire Department, thanks for having us today, and I'd like to thank our community engaging in this discussion today about a very important measure. So thank you.
So I'd like to get a background from you on the challenges faced by the department and the things that you're working on.
Our fire department has been on the move. I've been here almost 2 years now. It's hard to believe. All our team has worked very hard. Essentially, I inherited a department that needed a lot of work, and we've been pulling together as a team, rebuilding the structure of our fire department. In 2015, our fire department responded to over 16,171 calls for service.
It's
all
incredible.
Types. It's absolutely incredible. But with that, we did that with severely limited staffing. We have 10 vacancies. We have structural deficits in terms of our apparatus, where they're located. I don't have a formal command structure, so a lot of the industry standard practices that should be in place for a professional fire department are not there. We have a commitment by this City Council to rebuild this fire department, and that is what I've been engaged in and focused solely on making happen on behalf of our community.
Thank you. Tell me a little bit about your approach to Measure U.
Well, Measure U is part of a broader discussion. As you know, we can't advocate for the measure, but we do education. Both myself and the police chief, Dave Brown, we're coined the Brown Brothers, are out in the community on a regular basis sharing the story about the police department and the fire department. I've literally met with thousands of our community members. I've shared our story. I've instilled the importance that a reliable 911 system doesn't just happen. It starts with highly trained professionals, which are firefighters. Second is having stations where they're strategically located so we can respond to emergencies in a timely fashion, whether it be for fire or medical emergencies. Good equipment. But there are really three things that I've been working on. Number one, that everything we do is centered around safety, providing our firefighters the best tools and equipment necessary to do their job safely. Operational readiness, so when the community calls upon us, we're there promptly. Time is critical. One of the most critical elements of our emergency services, whether it be for a fire or medical emergency, our ability to get there quickly truly makes a difference. And lastly, sustainability. I want to make sure that our fire department is here today, tomorrow, and well into the future, and we can address any of the future emergency services demands by proper planning, good budgetary oversight, and highly trained personnel to make that job happen.
If Measure U is approved by the voters, what's your proposed staffing plan?
We've been working hard over the last year in coming up with a plan that I believe is solid, it's sustainable, and hits the objectives that I shared with you earlier, dealing with firefighter safety, operational readiness, and as I said, sustainability. I have a 5-year plan, and I use the term that's incremental. The reality of our fiscal constraints are very real, and my responsibility as the fire chief is to ensure that I provide a proposal that is within the city's means to afford to make that happen. It's incremental. It'll reestablish our command structure, our battalion chiefs. It'll reestablish critical assets where they need to be, such as our truck company. Most importantly, it'll place paramedics in each of our 5 stations, ensure reliable response, prompt response, and reliable service.
Thank you, Chief. It's been a pleasure chatting with you today. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule.
Glad to be here, and it's an honor, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to thank you for joining us today. I'd like to thank Channel 45, Eagle Vision Television at Mount San Jacinto College for assisting us in putting this piece together. Thank you. Have a great day.